this. I guess this counts as a vlog. And you record yourself and you're just talking or about your life. It's like a podcast. Jeez, I'm so fat. I wish I could just like put this right here and leave it there so I could just talk. I'll make this my social media diary. Yeah, I'll make this my media diary. It's basically when I just talk about my day, talk to you guys like you guys are my friends. Honestly, I don't want to make a persona. I don't want to make content, if I'm being honest with you. I hate videos. I hate photos. I hate the camera. I despise it so much. Which puts me in question why I'm even doing this. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like I don't want to write. I don't want to write about my feelings or the things that I did or I don't want to do any of that. I'd rather just record and talk. This is obviously going to go to YouTube. There's no way I'm going to do this on TikTok or Instagram or Reels or anything like that. Honestly, I don't want to share this with anybody. But I'm posting it just because, have proof. And I don't want this to blow up. I don't want anyone to see it. Especially the people I know. Imagine I freaking blow up and then everybody in my freaking job and all my friends like, oh, I saw your video. You okay? Because I am going to talk about stuff. But I have to set some ground rules for myself. I won't mention names if I'm talking about somebody. And I won't mention topics or at least personal lives of somebody. Even if I don't mention their names, I won't go into detail of somebody else's business. I can freaking share my life as much as I want to because it's mine. But nobody else's. I don't really know what to talk about. I want to improve in the way I speak. I guess I'll talk about how everything's changing. Not just for me, but for everybody else. Every day, I hop on Instagram or TikTok and I see how the world is changing. I just got out of high school. Today is August 16th, and around this time, everyone's going to their universities, going into their jobs, to the military. Everyone's leaving. Everyone's changing. And sometimes I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm not changing at all. that I'm simply moving from one place to another that are simply 5 feet away from each other. I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. I had a conversation with my dad yesterday. Oh, look at that. The lights turned on. I had a conversation with my dad yesterday about how yeah, I'm chill. To just some kids. It reminds me of what I've always wanted. Not of what I got. We'll get there. 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 Oh, people are walking a lot today. I don't know. I'm slightly embarrassed. Alrighty, we're back. Just some people walking by. No, it's just some kid. And a dude. Let's talk about me. I mean, that's why I'm here. To talk about myself. I just got out of high school. All my friends also just got out of high school. We all graduated, obviously. And that means that all of us decided to go to different places with our lives. We are no longer obligated to stay together. And some of us, most of us, wanted that and are doing the best they can to take advantage of all of that. And others are still lost. They're still confused. And other people have an idea but aren't sure how to get there. I feel like I'm a combination of all of them. It's weird. The things that I want to do with my life are still somewhat unclear. I used to know all the reasons, and along the way I simply stopped questioning everything. I stopped wondering why. I stopped questioning my reasons. I stopped hoping. I just stopped. I don't know why. I think one of the biggest reasons why most of us feel lost is due to the fact that we don't have a real goal that we want to pursue. We don't have a legitimate reason to do any of the things that we do. We don't have an end goal. And I think that is what makes us so lost. Suffering without purpose is just suffering. Suffering without a goal, without an end, all of it doesn't matter if you don't have a reason. And I've been trying to find out what my reason is, my purpose. All of us are. Some of us have an idea, some of us have that stuff figured out. I'm still questioning why I even do the things that I do. And it's funny because at some point I knew. And I've been following that plan blindly without actually questioning or revising the reasons why. Sorry, a bug. Maybe the reason is because I haven't asked why. One of my biggest dreams, they're going to call me crazy for this, and I'm probably a weirdo, just a tad bit, is I want to move to Japan and live there. I've never traveled. I've never been. I don't know what to expect. I've seen videos, obviously, and photos and interviews and videos about the experiences that people have moving there. But I've never experienced it myself. I've never really been outside my own city. And I've always wanted to escape this. And this is a little bit unclear, but I just don't want to be here. I don't want to be in a place that makes me unmotivated to do anything. And I feel like it's a country. Maybe it's the US. Maybe it's where I live. Maybe if I travel somewhere else, some state, or like I said, the country, I'll feel different. I'll feel more liberated. I'll find something that I couldn't find somewhere else. And finally feel like I have a purpose. But I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen. Now for the rest of this video, you're gonna have a look at the sky. I'm just gonna be yapping. Man, can you focus? Gosh, my eye bags are so bad. Guys, I have negative Clint tilt. I don't even look good to do that anymore. That used to be my go-to face. Every single time somebody would take a picture or like a photo, I'll be like, oh shit. I'll be like, oh, we're taking a pic. I'm so fucking stupid. Anyways, but yeah, we're just gonna look at the sky for the rest of it. Okay. But yeah. When was the last time you made a conscious decision about something? When was the last time you felt truly present in a moment? The last time I did that, the last time I felt like I was truly here without any thought, without any motive, other than to experience the moment. When I would hug my ex-girlfriend. Like I said, I won't say names. And I suppose people who know me will understand who I'm talking about. I hope she never finds these videos. You know, my opinion about her is a little iffy. On one hand, I really want to hate her. I really want to be angry. I want to despise her. I want to be suffocated with malice and hate. But I can't. She never did anything wrong. And throughout all the relationship, she never did one thing that genuinely upsetted me. And even at our breakup, I couldn't get mad at her. I genuinely couldn't be or stay mad. She was amazing. She probably still is amazing. And it's so funny because all the things that I did with her meant so much to me. And it hurts. Even till this day. About to be a half a year. It hurts a ton. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a dimension or some separate timeline that wasn't meant to be real. Like I'm meant to still be with her, and then, you know, I'm just living in an alternate universe that I made in my head or something. I'm expecting every day to wake up and to go back to her. I know that day will never happen. And I no longer dream about her. But I can't deny that I still miss her. Like I said, she was wonderful. I like to sometimes remember those memories. When I still felt here. When I was still present. I think that's when most of my problems started, if I'm being honest. And not after the breakup. I'm talking about during the relationship. It's funny, because during the relationship, although I have nothing ill to speak of, all the things that went wrong or have gone wrong, and the reason why I'm fighting so hard right now, was caused during the relationship. I realized something about myself, that when I love somebody, or when I want to be with somebody, I give myself completely. And I let myself go. Quite literally abandoning my identity for them. For crying out loud, I was willing to listen to Taylor Swift. And sure, that might be funny because she loves Taylor Swift. I fucking hate Taylor Swift. I don't know why, actually. Now, to be honest, I haven't really, the songs that she showed me weren't even that bad. I just despise her. I don't even understand why, if I'm being honest. I just don't like her. I just don't like her. And to be honest, I don't want to stop. I don't want to give her a chance. I just don't. I don't know. I think it's one of those things that you have to just stay consistent. And my hate for Taylor Swift will probably never change. But I gave her a chance. Why? Because she wanted me to give her a chance. And that was an example. It must have been a wake-up call. And maybe she realized it before I did. But that was when I realized, or at least that's when I should have realized, that I was losing myself. I was losing all the things that was me. I stopped doing the things that I wanted, the goals that I set off for, the identity that I felt so comfortable with, and the purpose of everything that I did kind of just slowly drifted away. She opened my eyes to so much, and like I said, I've only learned things from it. But I lost something, which was some sort of consistency, some sort of self appreciation, a comfortability with myself. Instead, I gained empathy again. I've never felt bad for anything. I struggle to cry for anything. I told myself that anything that bad happens to me, it didn't mean anything. It wasn't meaningful at all. Because why would it be? Nothing matters in this world. And I believe in God, and I do truly believe there are things that matter, but in the sense that I can dance around and people may judge, people may tell me that I'm being ridiculous, and yet that doesn't matter. Genuinely, what are the opinions of others to someone who loves what they're doing? Whose judgment am I supposed to respect unless to people who are sinners? And I'm not trying to get religious. I just mean in the sense that people who do wrong. It's a really good quote what Rick and Morty said, or specifically Rick. Your boos don't matter to me. I've seen what you cheer for. Something along those lines. And it really hit me. I was like, 100%. And she gave me those feelings of empathy back. Sorry, I lost track. But she gave me those feelings of empathy back. I was able to cry to an ape. To the ape movie, the Planet of the Apes. Oh my God, that was so sad. I can't believe that was the one thing that I actually cried to, but I felt so comfortable. I never felt so much more liberated from it. But everything else, I feel like I lost. I lost so much of myself because of her. And I don't blame her. It was all to me. But now I struggle. I struggle to understand who I am, what do I want to do, why I do things. I try to understand those things. I used to use my logic to defy everything, and now I have feelings to account for. And my feelings, I feel like they shouldn't matter, but they obviously do. It's weird to have two contradicting opinions about the same topic. On one hand, I want to throw away my feelings, put them in a box, don't ever talk about it again, and only concentrate on the truly goals that the thing I want to do. My goals, my options, the things that I always will depend on, and things that actually matter to me and my future self and the people who I really care for around me. But at the same time, I understand that my feelings to those matters are as important as those things themselves. Because it matters. It really does. It matters how I feel. It matters how I perceive things, how I observe things. It all matters. It all matters. And I can't simply put them feelings away. I want to be an engineer, a mechanical engineer. My plans are to go to community college. I already went 1 year during my senior year due to this program, early admission. And now I only have to go one more year, which technically would be my first year for college. And then after that, I can go to any university that I would please. Originally, I wanted to go to this university that my ex-girlfriend's going to. Not because of her. Well, was a reason, but not anymore. It was the second best engineering school in the state that I live in. Don't want to reveal it yet, although people can probably figure it out by just the scenery. But now there are other options as well. At the same time, I don't know if I can necessarily rest easy knowing that I'm in the exact same campus and place as my ex-girlfriend, possibly for the next 3 to 4 years. That doesn't necessarily give me much hope. Nor do I ever want to have that nightmare of a scene where I have to face her again. It's weird. I love her so much and I don't ever want to see her again because it brings me so much pain to see her. It brings me so much pain to have to see her and then know that I can never live those memories that I had with her ever again. I'll just be torturing myself. And that I don't like. So I've been looking at other universities. At the same time, I've been trying to figure out what I actually want. I've been trying to figure out money, social life. I've been trying to juggle all of it. School, my personal life, my job, all of these things. And I came to a realization that I feel like I don't actually have a social life. Although I felt like I knew everybody, everyone knew me. It's weird that I've never actually genuinely developed a real connection with anyone. I don't know if anyone can relate, probably could. But I feel like I can never truly or ever will be able to keep a person. I don't even mean relationships as in, girlfriend and boyfriend. I mean in the sense that even my friendships, I struggle to call anyone the best friend. Even my best friend, I feel like we're slowly drifting apart. And I feel like that's all the time. Every person that I've ever felt that is close to me, I feel like they've always drifted away. I'm not depressed. Because depressed means that I'm sad. And I'm not. Well, constant sadness. A mental illness that consumes you in that basically leads to your own self-destruction. But I could never do that. Not so much because of my way I think about it, but also because I feel like there's too many things to live for. There's that part of my logic where I feel that I can sense myself out of it. I'm taking my foot off. Give me a second. I need to stretch a little bit. My buttocks. I've been sitting on the ground this whole time. Not necessarily the most comfortable place to sit at, but whatever. No, it's nothing like that. All I want is a sense of purpose, a sense of goals. And I think I can live off that. And honestly, maybe a social life is overrated. I understand that. I just watched Spider-Man Brand New Day, so I understand the importance of having friends and not being alone. But sometimes I feel like we need to be alone, whether we like it or not. And to be honest, I don't. I'm constantly trying to find somebody to talk to. I'm always looking at my contacts, seeing if I could call somebody. All my friends would know. But I feel like I'm constantly trying to find something. Someone to communicate or talk to. And I'm not sure why I do it necessarily. Maybe just because we're humans and we long for connection. But I think it's also because I'm scared of being by myself. I'm scared of being on my own thoughts, my own ideas. They might drive me insane. They might scare me. I used to be comfortable with it, but now I'm still terrified. And I have so many things to worry about. I may not be Spider-Man to have to balance superhero life with my Peter Parker life. But being Peter Parker still sucks. And it's still very, very hard to deal with. I'm moving out soon. I'm 18, by the way, like I said. Just got out of high school. It's not I'm going completely alone. I'm just going from one parent's house to another, but with more responsibilities. At some point I want to move on and live with somebody else who isn't related to me. No, I wouldn't necessarily be bad if I moved in with a cousin, but I have no one. And that's what upsets me. I'm not trying to find anyone either. I'm kind of sick of and tired of relationships. The Lord knows that I messed up a ton of times. He knows that I messed up a lot of relationships and I've hurt a lot of people. I'm not perfect at all, but I just wish all these things didn't have to be laid on me. To end on a happy note, I have goals that I want to reach. And I've been slowly understanding how to reach those goals. So, we'll see how we are or where we at in a couple of months.